Good evening and welcome to Linton Minor Basketball. We've got a very interesting doubleheader tonight, starting with the girls playing against Shakamak, and then the boys follow up on the road against Shakamak as well. So it's boys and girls doubleheader varsity tonight, and joining us is Coach Garrett Van Evender, who has been kind enough to come ahead today because afterwards they'll be going right into the second game, which will be the boys' game. Coach, first of all, congratulations on evening up this record at 5-5.
Oh, appreciate it. You know, it was a good contest against Owen Valley to come into this one. It kind of gets us ready after 2 games in 17 days. It's not real good scheduling on my end, but, you know, I thought our girls needed a little bit of break, and, you know, the Owen Valley game really got us ready for this one.
And, Coach, you've been able to win in different manners. And I think we went over this a little bit last time when we talked, but I think that's interesting, especially this time of the year.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta win different ways. You gotta, you know, they pressed us a little bit in Owen Valley, and really usually we handle the press a lot better than what we did. And I don't know if it surprised us. I mean, we talked about it the whole day prior, but you know, they were a little bit more feistier than us. And I mean, we both know that it was physical and everything on both ends. But I mean, I think we did okay. We learned from it, and we'll get better from it. So
now, looking at Shakamak, I know since you're from here, you probably know a little bit more about these kids than the average coach. But who's somebody we need to be watching for in Shakamak?
The Stone girl's really quick. She's probably their go-getter, their everything. Langford's a really good shooter. They both come from really good families. So I mean, I know their moms and dads really well. And then, you know, it stinks that the Hammer girl's down. She's wearing a boot tonight. Again, good family, good athleticism coming out of that whole family. And it stinks that she's not playing. But, yeah, I know all these girls up and down, their whole families, their whole grandmas and grandpas. I know everybody.
So who is not playing, Coach?
The Hammond girl's out.
The Hammond girl is out. Chase, okay. Well, tell me about how your team is injury-wise and everything. How's everybody?
I mean, we kind of took it easy on Wednesday, gave some ice baths and things like that, got their bodies right for the girls that needed it. Other than that, I think we're healthy, maybe a little bit of sinus here and there, but nothing we can't handle.
What are you looking for, style of play from Shakamak tonight?
I think they're going to try to match kind of what Owen Valley did there in the fourth quarter. I think they're going to try to trap us a little bit, kind of maybe try to surprise us a little bit. I think our girls are ready for just about anything. I mean, we want them to be fast and do something that they probably haven't done the whole year, so we can capitalize, hopefully get some easy buckets early, get us some confidence early.
And I know Aaliyah Sam came off the bench against that press and helped you out last week.
Yeah, she's really good, especially if we get her on that right side. I mean, when she gets going with her head up, she makes some pretty good decisions. I mean, she gets herself in trouble a few times. I mean, this is her first varsity experience, though. Same with these freshmen; they're going to make a little bit of mistakes, and you know, it's okay. Mistakes are okay. It's how you get back on defense and how you guard from there. We don't want to get you know, 2 mistakes in the same back-to-back thing. So
is the goal again to keep your balanced scoring? I'm always amazed by that. During this stretch, to me, that's been a big help.
Yeah, I mean, we want multiple girls to score. That's for sure. We don't want to give. You know, it's okay if one girl drops off for 28 like JC did against North Davies. That's okay as long as everybody else is still scoring. So, I mean, we want to still be active in all ends, and then we just want to take the right percentage shot. Depending on who that is, it doesn't really matter.
So what's it like to come home? It has to be kind of an interesting feeling as head coach now.
I've been at Linton so long. I told Greg over there earlier, you know, I've been here in the 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning for shots early. Took a lot of shots in this gym. Not so many my senior year. Those all went to Jared. But you know, it's okay. But I'm glad where I'm at. I'm happy where I'm at. My kids are happy where we're at. So I like Linton a lot better.
And do you believe your team has gotten better?
I do.
From game 1 to now?
Oh, yeah. I mean, in practice and games and in the locker room, I mean.
Is it chemistry or is it more than that?
I think it's a little bit more than that. I mean, we had to find some chemistry a little bit this year with some new stuff coming in, and you know, girls are used to we had kind of no leadership coming in, so we had to figure that out, and I think we're adjusting to that. I think some girls are stepping up in some roles that we need, and you know, Bryn kind of left the leadership out when she graduated and went to Purdue. So
Hey, no.
The,
Hey, no.
the key, I think, also another one is that they play unselfishly.
Yeah.
Coach, I've noticed that they're working the ball around and it's moving.
Yeah. I mean, we want to get the ball in the paint as much as possible and score easy, but then that makes our outside shots a little bit better. We talked about it on film and everything like that. When you watch it and see it happen, it just seems a little bit smoother when it comes in from the paint. You just step right in instead of that sideways stuff. You just can't get your feet right, can't get your body right when you shoot it, and easy shots is good shots for us.
Well, I was just going to say, not forcing.
Yeah.
People, they're not forcing the shots. If they're open, they'll take it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, no.
And that's something we've learned a lot. First 2 weeks, I think we forced a little bit. Late in Owen Valley, I think we forced a little bit. But, we're learning. Again, we talked about it. We watched a little bit of film. We got better from it, and that's about it.
All right, Coach. Thank you for joining us. Good luck tonight.
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
and Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you guys.
All right, Coach Van Evender joining us here, and we certainly appreciate that. And, Heather, I'll turn this over to you now.
Well, we want to remind everyone that we are in the Jordan Vaught Insurance pregame show, and we'll be stepping to an ad for them here in just a moment. But I'd like to introduce tonight's broadcast team. On color, we have Big D Dan Phillips. On play-by-play, we have Kevin Rader. Special treat tonight, we have Brenna Anderson, home from Purdue. She was one of our minor broadcasting students from last year, and she's graciously taken our invitation to join us tonight to run camera and sprinkle in a little bit of color, since you were a member of the varsity girls basketball team last year. So we're happy to have her, and then myself, Heather Rader, here in production. So let's take a quick time out to hear from our pregame sponsor, Jordan Vaught Insurance. This is Raider Media Sports.
At Jordan & Vaught Insurance Agency, you don't pay extra for the over 80 years of combined experience that will be available to you when dealing with questions about your auto, home, farm, life, or Medicare supplements. They're always there to help from 8:30 to 5 p.m. on weekdays at 123 South Franklin Street, the very same Bloomfield location since 1972. You may not realize the value of experience until you need it the most. Call Jordan & Vaught Insurance, your friends with experience, at 812-384-3535. Welcome back to the Jordan & Vaught Insurance pregame show. Kevin Rader and Heather Rader, and I'll let you go through the other introductions tonight, Heather.
We just did that, Kevin.
Oh, okay.
Our pregame sponsors, Jordan Vaught Insurance.
In fairness, I had my headset off unwinding
there we go.
So.
Pregame sponsor is Jordan Vaught Insurance. Call Ross and his friendly staff at Jordan Vaught for all the insurance needs, whether it be home, auto, or life. His friendly staff treats you like family, making sure you are covered. So it's important for you to call them in Bloomfield at 812-384-3535 today. And we're going to go ahead here in just a moment. The teams are going to take the field, so I'm going to take the graphic here off. We also want to mention that tonight's starting lineup will be brought to you by Klusner Constructions. Whether it is a remodel or a new construction home, you know it's going to be done right the first time, every time you choose Tony and his crew of Klusner Construction. So call Bart Wade or Tony Klusner of Linton today. Quarter sponsor, as always, is Key Associates of Linton, serving Greene and surrounding counties for over 30 years. Key Associates has helped clients buy and sell homes. So whether you're looking to buy your dream home or enter into the next chapter of your life, Allie Walton, Mary Beth Geralds, and Audrey Sparks are there for you every step of the way. Your key to the very best. The three-point shot sponsor is Walton Funeral Service, dedicated to professional and compassionate service, leaving kind memories since 1915. From one generation to the next, from one family to another, Todd and Cindy Walton are proud of their funeral home's heritage. Their families have been there for the community for over a century and look forward to serving you for many more years to come. They are your lamp of hope when you need them most. And tonight's scoreboard sponsor is Stenger Homes. Buyers have more motivation to buy before the end of the year with tax break implications, so don't wait. Give Michelle Stenger a call at 812-219-2307. One more quick note. We are only streaming tonight to the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network, and that is due to the fact that there's 2 games back-to-back, and it would not allow a break in the middle. So this is the only way you can watch, unless you go to RaiderMediaSports.com/live stream and see all your different options as well.
We should say we were here just last night at Shakamak for a JV game that started out as kind of a rout, but by the end it was 43-42 final. Shakamak winning that JV basketball game. And again, there's a little explanation. It has to do with Title IX and the like. They wanted to get girls playing a little more on Friday and Saturday nights, and that's why we have the doubleheader here. It's interesting that Coach Van Evender said it used to be done that way.
A number of years ago, I think this was kind of the norm, and I know that there's some other schools. My father has talked to us about it a number of times, that this is how it's ran in North Carolina. So this is I don't think this is anything that's new, so to speak. It's just different for Linton to see this. We should mention to you a couple different things. This is County Keg Night, so that's pretty cool. Number 2, since we are sitting behind the scorer's bench as well as the players, you're going to see a lot of people stand up in front of us. And you know what? We're okay with that because we're hoping that both sides of this gymnasium are full tonight.
Yeah, we sure want that. Big D, what's your perspective on boys and girls playing here on the same night?
You know, I've seen it happen in other areas. I know he was talking about it being regular here. I graduated in 1981, and I don't remember that being the norm at all back in my day.
Interesting.
But I know that it's might be a different perspective in different schools. You know, some schools, the girls' team is really the focus, and probably a lot of people wonder why they're not playing on the weekend. I do see that this is probably going to become the norm, because I think it's probably a fair thing to have both these teams on nights when everybody can come out and watch the game.
Well, one thing I think about, it also gives the JV their own night.
Yeah, one of the questions I wanted to ask Coach was, how odd is it for your varsity kids to come out and not have this warm-up period, kind of get used to the vibe? Now they're out warming up. Most of the time the varsity now goes and sits, kind of gets into the flow of the game, and instead they're going to have to come right out and go 100% right off the bat.
And Bren, how important is that keg sitting out there in the middle of that court?
Well, to me, I feel like it was pretty important. My class in general, Sydney and Brady and all them know, that was kind of just a standard that we set when like Vanessa and all them were here, was that keg was going to come home with us. And so it really is a big deal. It's kind of like saying, we earned this, we are the winners, and when you have that, you're the best in the county.
And you don't, once that keg disappears, it's kind of hard for it to come back
exactly.
around.
You're in that mood, like, I need to protect this. It's something to protect and to keep. So
we should also mention that the varsity basketball coach for Shakamak is no stranger to Linton. It's Brock Dow, who used to coach 8th grade and served on the varsity bench for how many years?
Quite a few.
So this has got to be a little bit bittersweet for the two. I think Brock is and you can see them right there shaking hands and getting acquainted with each other once again. But
well, what that points out to me, Heather, is that when you're a part of a winning program, you're going to get depleted sooner or later, because your coaches are going to get picked.
Right.
Yeah, if your program's successful, especially that, I think, it's no doubt in whatever coaching profession you're in, you're going to get picked up. Heather?
Well, we just want to say again, thank you to all the sponsors that make this broadcast at home for all of you, free to view. You're going to see a number of them in rotation tonight. Now, with it being varsity boys and with it being varsity girls and varsity boys, we're going to be running through a number of these ads pretty rapidly, just because we want to ensure that every sponsor gets what they are promised. And we always promise our sponsors that you are promoted beyond the broadcast. And what that means is yes, we're going to put you in rotation during tonight's broadcast, but you're promoted on our website, our social media platforms. You are promoted on our YouTube channel. You're promoted in a lot of different ways once we leave here tonight. So We want to thank all of those sponsors, our Minor Pride sponsors, our game sponsors, our everything and in between for making this possible. I know that we're going to take a really quick time out right now so we can hear from one of our Minor Pride sponsors, which is Corey Motter with Citrine 21 Sheets. This is Rader Media Sports.
Hello there, I'm Corey Motter with Century 21 Sheets. Are you a first-time home buyer and you just don't know where to start? Perhaps you're looking to downsize and you need to list a property and get top dollar. In any of those situations, you need a professional agent on your side. I have successfully opened doors for clients for over the last 4 years, and it is a complete pleasure of mine to be able to help them end one chapter and begin a new one. Navigating the real estate market can be complex, but with the right guidance, it doesn't have to be. Let me help you understand the housing market and let's negotiate the best deal. So together, let's open a new door and close it with Corey.
Good at a lot of things, like cheering on the Miners to victory. Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent Jathan Wright is good at making sure your insurance needs are just right for you. That's why Jathan is here to help you work through any questions you might have about your auto, home, renters, business, and life insurance. Then you can get back to making sure the Miner fan section is louder than the other team. Talk to Jathan. Stop in or submit your information online and give him a call at 812-798-2615. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood. The Linton Minor girls coming in with a record of 5-5. Shakamak coming in with a record of 5-4. Brent Anderson is joining us tonight. Of course, played on the basketball team just last year. Brent, I'm interested to hear your perspective on when they're talking about working against that press. Miners had some real trouble with that against Owen Valley. They were able to overcome it and win the game. But how hard is that press?
It's different from a player's point of view, right? You feel like you have all this pressure against you and you have so many things that you want to get done, so many moves you want to make so many openings. But really, in my opinion, in my experience, it comes down to just knowing your teammates and knowing your team. And I think that's why when I was playing my senior year, we were pretty successful with it, was because we were able to communicate and talk and move as a team. And so when they came out against Owen Valley and were able to move that way, I think it showed their teamwork and how they can work together in their efforts. So.
And Bryn, we've seen this team come a long way. I think they've won like 4 straight now after, first of all, getting off to a very rocky start. So it looks like in some ways they've turned a page.
Yeah.
Found their own identity maybe.
Yeah, I agree. I caught a little bit of one of their last games, and I will say I've noticed a tremendous improvement. You can tell that they're putting in the work, and they're coming closer as a team. You can just see it in the way they interact with one another and the way they're playing with one another. And so if they keep going the way they're going, they can be really hard to beat.
The last time, I think, last year, we always heard in practice, Coach Remmel would say, hey, some of these girls can shoot the eyes out of this basket. You're just not seeing it in a game. I think now, finally, Bren, we're starting to see that a little bit from some of these kids that last year weren't hitting those all that well.
I agree. It comes with a little bit of confidence. And so when you're a player that's really reserved and not very confident in yourself in a game, you don't take those shots and you don't take those risks because you don't want to fail. But when you build that confidence up and you start seeing those shots fall, then you're like, hey, I got this. I can do this. And if I miss one, it's okay. I'll just get the next one.
And they had 2 other girls they thought they could depend on to score. This year, they are those girls.
I agree. Yeah.
Big D, what do you think? They've come a long way.
Oh, I think from that first week ball game that we saw, I think a lot of it is just learning, as Bryn said, your teammates. They lost the bulk of their scoring capacity last year. They also lost the bulk of their ball handling and really 2 of their main defenders. So everybody had to learn the new rules. You had some senior girls that had to come out and really take control of this team. And they lost those first 3 games. Granted, North Knox was one of those games, West Washington and Edgewood. Then they came back strong now. They won 3 in a row, Eastern Green, Clay City. And I think last night's win over Owen Valley, this was a team that was 10-3, that's played some pretty good squads. And they really from the outset kind of handled that pressure. A lot of girls, good defense, and a lot of girls scoring. And
quick starts. I've noticed that in the games as of late, they've gotten off to quick starts and have been able to kind of use that to weather a rush at the end.
Yeah, and they handled it pretty well because all of a sudden they had the one girl for Owen Valley that really was a ball handler. That was kind of you could see they tried to get her isolated and go down the middle of the court. Some great defense, but we saw some foul trouble.
Aubrey Sparks.
For the first time, we saw
19.
Franklin get into some foul trouble, and some other girls had to step up. The Sullivan girl came in and started playing the Sparks, which was something for a freshman to say.
Well, they were both freshmen.
Yeah, that's right. Come to think about it, a lot of good freshman players this
Boy,
year.
there really are.
Linton has won 7 in a row over Shakamak, but back in the day, Shakamak used to control this. The last Laker win was 2016. It was a 52-30 contest. So Linton's kind of had their number the last couple of years. Last year was a little bit tighter score, 39-29. I remember that one kind of getting down to the nitty-gritty before Linton went away with it. But the years before that, Linton 62-23, 45-30, and 72-19. So this is a big one for the Lakers to kind of come out. They've kind of been off to a rough start as we look at them. They're 3-2, coming off 2 wins in a row though. North Knox they actually beat. Oh, is that correct? I got the boys or the girls?
Yeah, you better double check that.
Yeah. Well,
Bryn,
yeah.
You check that. I want to ask Bryn. There's one more thing, and then I know we got to turn back to Heather and probably go to the break. But there was also at the point of the start of this year where there had to be some assimilation. There were some freshmen coming in that they had not played with. 2 of them were starting, and that kind of changes the chemistry of a team, does it not?
Yeah, for sure. When I was a freshman and I came in, I think the reason why my class was so much easier to blend in, and I don't know if that's the correct word I want to use, but those seniors were so welcoming. And Vanessa Shafford, I'll always give her a shout out. She welcomed all of us with open arms. But I know that, and I know the seniors that are playing on this team really well, and I know that they were more than willing to welcome those freshmen with open arms, and I think it was more the freshmen were a little timid, but you know me and you know Brady and Sydney, we're not very timid at all. So stepping into that role wasn't that big of a deal because it just felt like a friendship. So I'm happy these freshmen are becoming more comfortable with all the upperclassmen and everything. It really makes a difference, and it kind of makes me happy to see this because those kids are my brother's age, so I've grown up with them too. So it's nice to see them all kind of intertwining.
And you know, those girls probably, I don't want to say grew up watching you guys, but they kind of did.
Yeah.
For 4 or 5 years. Heather?
We're going to take a really quick break to hear a word from the Indiana High School Athletic Association. This is Rader Media Sports.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
3 specialty clinics with 3 top-notch providers right here close to home. Greene County General Hospital's Team Ortho Foot and Ankle, and Surge Care are the area's go-tos when it comes to your care. Team Ortho is home to the county's only board-certified orthopedic surgeon, Dr. John Hammerstein. Dr. Matthew Parmenter is a board-certified foot and ankle surgeon with more than 35 years' experience. And board-certified general surgeon Dr. Cam Gabrielson is trained to diagnose a wide range of diseases that may require surgery. Team Ortho Foot and Ankle, and Surge Care, the trio you can trust. They're all part of the Greene County General Hospital family. Our family, caring for yours. Welcome back to Shakamak, Indiana, where we've got, it's not unusual at all to see boys at a girls' game and the girls at the boys' game, but there's real reason for it tonight because they're all going to play tonight.
Yeah,
Big D, you had some clarifications.
I want to make sure I get this right. Shakamak is 5-4, so they're coming off a loss to Sullivan, 56-34. They did beat Lagodi 48-36, but then they've played a couple of tough ones, North Central and Evansville Christian back-to-back. So they were 1-3 in their last 4 ball games, but at 5-4. And of course, it's a shame to hear that the Hammond girl, number 3,
Chase Hammond,
Singer, is not going to play. I got a brace on. We don't really know what the problem is, but hopefully it's something she can come back from in her senior year.
My understanding is she has a sprained ankle, high ankle sprain.
High sprains are
that's never good.
Hard to come back from, especially in a sport where you're
unless you're quarterbacking the Chiefs, then it seems like you can somehow just shake it off
mysteriously,
and play.
Heather?
So we want to send our condolences to the family, friends, community of Mark Russell. I know that this is Garrett McBride, a member of the high school boys basketball team's grandfather. I know that he's pretty much a pillar in the Linton community. He played basketball. He was a graduate of Linton-Stockton. And so we just want to send our condolences to the family and to all who knew him. And we're going to send our student assistant, Bryn Anderson, down to the scorer's table to get our tonight's starting lineups.
Where did the microphone go? Where did our officer
he is
go?
heading to the scorer's bench.
Okay, thank you.
Courtesy of the athletic director, Dylan Collins, who let us know that, so we appreciate it.
Don't forget to box out down there and make yourself some room, Bryn.
Okay, I can do that.
Go back to your
I
college
think Bryn
days.
can do that.
Yeah.
She can handle herself. It's nice of Bryn being able to. And there's the keg she talked about sitting right there at center court. How big a deal is that?
Well, I'm telling you, I remember the keg being from back in my days, and it was such an important event, and I think it was fairly new. I don't know how old the tradition is, but I remember it back in my day. I don't know that we ever had it. We might have had it for 1 week back in our day. And Bloomfield was the usual dominating team in our neck of the woods in high school. That was pre-L&M days. The L&M Braves were, for a while, they ran everything in the county.
The girls in their blue uniforms tonight, and that just looks like KU to me. I feel like I'm watching the Jayhawks warm up.
You know, the lettering on the jersey, I was getting ready to say the same thing because I thought you meant Kentucky. I was like, no. I don't know what that font
that's KU.
is, but that's Kansas. That probably hurts you a little bit to see that being a Nebraska guy. Doesn't that kind of run through
Not anymore.
Doesn't do it? Oh, boy.
What hurt us was that Nebraska got knocked out of volleyball last night.
Oh, they did?
Because we were really hoping for a Nebraska-Louisville rematch because Kevin and I had attended that in September. So it was kind of on the bubble whether, if Nebraska wins or we head to Louisville Sunday.
We made it an easy decision.
Well, I've got a bunch of Christmas pictures.
Yeah, made it easy
I've got
decision.
a bunch of Christmas pictures and Christmas dinners and church and so forth on a Sunday. So
perhaps it was fate.
I think Kevin would have been going, to be honest, solo to that. Unfortunately, just because duty calls.
I would have been glad to have hitched up and gone with you, Kevin, to see that type of
oh my gosh,
that type of atmosphere.
When we went there to Louisville to see that during the regular season, it was just phenomenal. It broke a nightly attendance record in Louisville. I can't remember how many. It was like 16,000 maybe.
I think
that's
a sport that, on a national level now, you're seeing it quite a bit on major networks where you used to. Maybe ESPN4 might carry it at 2 a.m. You might see a rebroadcast.
Well, I really think watching the girls from Linton play kind of started to get me interested in volleyball. And then Nebraska being good, IU being good, you kind of follow. And boy, when you watch it in person and see how fast that ball's moving and how those girls are reacting, it's incredible.
How athletic it is. It grabs you in. There's no question about it. Well, we got plenty of room to stand tonight.
Yeah, how about this?
And you will notice that we are sporting a new scoreboard in our camera view tonight, so we're very excited about that.
We're getting set for the national anthem and then the introduction of the starting lineups here tonight. And in fact, the crowd now rising to their feet for just that. We're just waiting now for the buzzer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Shakamak High School. Tonight's Southwestern Indiana Athletic Conference varsity doubleheader between the visiting Linton Miners and your Shakamak Lakers. The Yes, we ask everyone please rise and gentlemen remove your hats as the Shakamak High School Choir will perform our national anthem. The callers tonight are being presented by the Shakamak Lakerettes. We ask that everyone please stay standing until the callers have left the court.
Great job by the choir here at Shakamak on the national anthem. Colors leaving the court and will now get set for our starting lineups.
Let's meet the starters for tonight's contest. First, for the visiting Lincoln Miners. Starting in the guard, with freshman number 1, Audrey Sullivan.
Audrey Sullivan starting, number 1 at guard.
Freshman number 3, J.C. Archer.
J.C. Archer, number 3, the freshman.
Senior, number 12, Addison McKee.
Addie McKee, the senior.
Senior number 14, Bella Franklin.
Bella Franklin, number 14. And Olivia McKee, the starting 5 for the Linton Miners girls varsity basketball team. Let's listen now for Shakamak. So there are our starters for the Shakamak Lady Lakers. Aubrey Langford, number 2, 5'5" junior. Alani Stone, a 5'5" senior, number 5. Emmeline Wolf, number 10. Clara Barber, number 20. And Madeline Hill, number 44.
That's Laney Stone.
Laney Stone. Thank you very much. Is it Elaney or just Laney?
Laney.
All right. Thank you very much. So we are set to go. Madeline Hill jumping it up for Shakamak and Bella Franklin for the Miners. Miners come away with it. Sullivan with the basketball. Miners working over on the right side. Sullivan with it on the wing. Switches places now with Addie McKee to Olivia McKee. Back to Sullivan. Wanted the 3, decided against it. Comes back out. Olivia McKee drives, kicks it out. Sullivan goes to J.C. Archer. J.C. with the right hand chases around the right side. Sullivan backs in, then backs out.
Very patient.
They are. They're being very, very patient. Deliberate. Left wing jumper, the first of the game. Olivia McKee off, no good. We're coming the other way. Laney Stone with the basketball. Bella Franklin picks her up at half court. Go right to Laney Stone once again. Shot in the air, good. But I think that was Madeline Hill, was it not?
That was 44.
First Walton Funeral Home Service 3-pointer of the night. 3-0 Shakamak on top. Archer gets tied up, then somehow frees herself. Gets a pass inside to McKee, and she misses the bunny. Shakamak off and running. It's Stone across the timeline, working on the left side. Looks like that's number 12, Madeline Kennett, who may have come into the game. We'll see. And working over in the corner to Barber.
She was a starter.
Back out on top to Kennett. And the ball is stolen by Sullivan. She takes it up and gets it off the glass. Audrey Sullivan scores for the Miners. Now, wait a minute. We got a timeout. What's going on? There appears to be an issue, and we'll try to see here what it's going to be.
I think they're looking at the. Oh, I see it. They found it over on just a piece of paper.
They were afraid maybe that it might have been something.
Well, you could step on that with your heel of your foot, not the heel, the ball of your foot, and kind of slide in that.
3-2, Shakamak on top, and they will inbound underneath their own hoop. Barber will be handling that. Clara.
Miners in a full court press.
Working on the right side now. Get it into Kennett. She walks it up, bounces it back to Stone. Stone across the timeline, works on the left side to Langford. Now in the corner, nice pass inside to Stone. She works it back out, jumper on the way by Kennett. That's a wall ball. They save it from going. Clara Barber tried to save it, and then just didn't have a chance. So the Miners coming the other way, trailing 3-2, just underway. 5 minutes and 50 seconds now remaining here. And there's a runner in the lane by Audrey Sullivan. She has all 4 of the Miner points as they take their first lead, 4-3. Kennett dribbling with the left hand across the timeline. Sullivan's right on her now. Franklin moves in for the double team, and they're doing a great job, but they get it out. She works it out of there to Langford. Langford back to Kennett. Sullivan picks her pocket again, but she's able to pick the ball back up, but she's in trouble trying to find somewhere to get rid of the ball. She does. Boy, the Miners their hands are active. A lot of deflections going on here. Kennett at top of the key. Working on the left side to Langford. Spins around, gets it into, it looked like a double dribble possibly to Stone, but there's a shot. What's the call? Traveling.
Boy, intense defense by the Miners, and the refs are letting them play because there's a couple of times looks like there could be a hand foul.
Bryn, what are you seeing so far? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. It'd be nice if I'd turn up your mic.
Okay, I'm on.
Yeah.
I was going to say earlier that Audrey, if you watch her on defense, she's doing a really good job of keeping her space and keeping her frame big and wide.
Trey on the left baseline.
She's putting that hand out to dig for the ball to try and nip it loose. And Bella's bringing the most perfect trap. You're putting that pressure on them, which is what the Miners need to do for this team, full of really good shooters and really quick, fast-playing players.
Addie McKee with that Walton Funeral Home 3-pointer put the Miners up 7-3. And keep in mind, Shakamak scored first. 7 unanswered points by the Miners. There's a ball, almost goes out of bounds, but JC Archer has it across the timeline. She wants to go all the way, coast to coast. Shot up, no good. That's one thing I've noticed about JC. She's not afraid to go in the lane.
Yeah, she seems to be really, she kind of initiates the contact. She brings it to her, which is what you want with the Hill girl on the inside, obviously a height advantage. You got to bring it to her and make her get some foul trouble.
By the way, this quarter is brought to you by Key Associates of Linton this first quarter. And the first free throw rolls off, no good. She'll get another.
Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to say watching last night. Audrey Sullivan nailed her free throws. And you remember earlier in the season she had some trouble with that, so she's clearly worked on it. And that was a difference in the ballgame, her making those free throws.
Shakamak gets it up across the timeline. They're in trouble.
There it is.
Archer comes in the backside for the tie-up. And it's going to be, I think, Miner basketball.
Yeah, they got no answer for that.
But there's a timeout on the floor right now. 4:02 remaining in quarter number 1. Miners varsity girls team has the lead, 8-3. This is Rader Media Sports.
It starts well before the lights are turned on.
The grill at the Grill is fired up well before the front door is unlocked and the first customer ventures in.
I've been coming to the Grill for 30 years. It's the best restaurant in Greene County.
It's a Ling tradition that's lasted over 100 years and the same family for over the last 40. Open 7 days a week with carry out, and speaking of traditions, they have steak night every Friday and Saturday night. If you didn't stop by today, there's always tomorrow at the Grill in downtown Linton. Shakamak getting ready to inbound from the side. They trail 8-3 after getting the first three-pointer, first scoring of the ball game, and now 8 unanswered points by the Miners have given Linton an 8-3 advantage.
And they gave them the timeout, not the jump ball.
Yeah, thank you very much for that clarification. Working on the left side now. Out on top, Madeline Hill. She's the one who had the three-pointer earlier. Now Stone trying to drive. The defense for the Miners keeps pushing Shakamak further out. They're having trouble finding a cutter or somehow getting inside the lane.
Trying to set up that pick play with Hill out front. She's way out front. There's nothing underneath.
Directing traffic is Lanny Stone. Has the ball knocked away almost by J.C. Archer. Now it goes to Kennett. Madeline working on the left side, but Sullivan is on her like wallpaper. There's a steal attempt there by Archer, and now a steal. The Miners coming the other way. Ooh, could have been something there but the Miners go cross court. Olivia McKee.
Whoa.
Bingo, the tray. Walton Funeral Service tray for Olivia McKee.
Those twins, once they start hitting those shots, it's going to be endless. So.
Boy, and Olivia has really grown this year, I think.
I agree.
Working it out on top. There's a nice drive. Stone. Oh, but she doesn't go up with it. She feeds it off. And that shot, no good by Hill. But they get the rebound. Stone with a follow. Or Langford, I apologize. That's no good. And the Miners are coming the other way with an 11-3 lead. On the Stanger Holmes scoreboard. Sullivan. Now it's Addie McKee's turn.
Oh, my gosh, like she said.
Second, Walton Funeral Home Service three-pointer. Boy, Bryn, and this is what we didn't have a lot early in this season, but they're not afraid to do this now.
No. I've always admired the Twins because they are really hard on themselves, but once they get going, they really are like, I can do this and I will do it. And I love that about them.
Determined. Langford with a shot. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound is Kennett runs it down. Shakamak working on the left side. They get it back out on top to Langford. Goes around a screen. Now whips it over here on the right to Kennett. Kennett with the left hand tries to drive, and Sullivan's going to pick up the foul.
One thing I wish I saw a little bit more from the Miners was communication on those screens. Hill is setting a screen almost every time.
Yeah.
The ball is hitting the floor.
Trying to get that pick and roll. She sets it and then spins backwards, and so far they haven't seen it. Some of those picks are getting to be pretty physical, too.
I agree.
Archer comes out. Aaliyah Sam comes in. Here's another girl who I think I've really enjoyed watching her grow this year is Aaliyah Sam.
She's pretty intense, and I love it, so...
She kind of is like a McKee sister. She's got the same vibe. So you see that pick there was pretty physical.
There's
that one's
one
physical.
there.
They're putting their shoulder into it. Why she doesn't turn and shoot, I don't get.
There's a nice drive to the hoop off the glass. Great job by Madeline Kennett.
I guess that's why.
14-5. Miners on top, all alone in the corner. Trey on the way, no good. Rebound, no. It goes out of bounds. Shakamak Laker ball.
Miners are 3 of 5 from 3-point. Shakamak 1 of 4. Linton shooting 63%. Shakamak only 17% from the field.
Boy, that's 63 to 17. That's incredible. Big D, I love those stats. Thank you very much. Working out on top now, Kennett. Over on the right side, Stone. They work it back out to Kennett again. Looking for someone. She goes to Langford. Oof. Back to Stone. Jumper in the lane. Falls. Laney Stone gets her first 2 points of the night. 14-7. Miners have them doubled up with 24 seconds remaining in this first quarter. McKee on the right. Sam now on the left. Sullivan. Now Shakamak defense comes out. Tired of the plain catch out on top. Olivia McKee now directs traffic. She's out on top.
Ooh.
Gets it back to Sullivan. Whips it over to the right side.
1 second.
Addie McKee. Shot up good! Oh my! She was way out there. Almost halfway between the top of the key and the half court. A Walton Funeral Service three-pointer to end the first half, or first quarter, making it now 17-7 Miners. What a shot on the Stanger home scoreboard. Let's take a break. This is Rader Media Sports. Linton Sporting Goods has an over 20-year tradition of offering Hoosiers the best in sports equipment and apparel. They feature Wilson, Demarini, Louisville Slugger, Marucci, Mizuno, and much more. Get ready for any sports season by shopping at Linton Sporting Goods on Highway 54. When the winners shop. Coming back now, 17-7 is our score on the Stanger home scoreboard as we get set for quarter number 2.
At Crane Credit Union, we offer checking accounts to fit your needs. We have high-yield options, free debit cards, and online banking, and free checks for members 60 years and over. With no monthly service fees, you can start letting your money work for you. Learn more at cranecu.org.
Boy, that was a 67% shooting. That's pretty good start.
So we're starting the second quarter, brought to you by Key Associates of Linton. Shakamak working on the left side. Get a double team over there. They're in trouble. They try to get it out. They finally do. Stone is able to come away with the ball, but now it's knocked away again. Miners are tenacious tonight on defense.
I think both of the teams are bringing a physicality aspect to the defense. Shakamak's getting pretty physical, so.
Sam on the right side to Sullivan. The pass goes right between Sullivan's legs. She picks it up, but it's going to be an over and back. And that bounce pass just was not a good bounce pass.
Bryn, when you are this physical this early in the game, I mean, you like the fact the refs are letting them play because we're not telling it fouls, but that physicality can get out of control pretty quickly.
I agree, especially if they're not getting any warnings or anything like that. They can take that as a sign to just get more physical.
There's a shot by Hill. A tray attempt was no good. Sullivan sprinting to the right side. Bella Franklin cross court. Addie McKee with a tray off the front iron. No good. Rebound is by J.C. Archer. Comes out of there with it, and I don't know how.
She snuck right in there, I'll tell you.
J.C. working with the left hand. Comes across to the left. He gives it to McKee. Going back to the right. Now Sullivan will set up shop. Addie McKee right side fakes the tray attempt. Gets it to Sullivan. Bella Franklin cut to the hoop, but they missed that. Archer cutting through now. Sullivan. Bounce pass to J.C. Back to Sullivan. Now they want to work it around the left side. Sam. Bella Franklin wide open. Just missed the tray. Shakamak off and running. Stone gets it down the floor fast. Langford with a shot. Great three. Was it a three-pointer or two? Two. Thank you. Langford gets her first 2 of the night.
I was questioning that too. I looked at the scoreboard.
17-9.
It appeared to be a three-point shot.
6 minutes, 10 seconds to go here. A traveling call called against the Miners. Sam will come out. Olivia McKee has checked in.
2 quick turnovers for Linton after that first quarter. They didn't have any turnovers. Shakamak with 5.
If you're just joining us, it's the first of a doubleheader. The girls' varsity team first, and then followed by the boys. There's another tray, a great Walton Funeral Service tray by Madeline Kennett. She has 5. And Shakamak starting to battle their way back here. And in fact, Coach Van Evender wants a timeout. 17-12 with 5:50 to play in the first half. Miners on top, but Shakamak rallying to the cause. This is Rader Media Sports.
Finding the best coverage for your home, auto, life, and business isn't always a walk in the park. I'm Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agent. Whether you are buying your first car or starting your own business, finding the right coverage can be a challenge. With great companies like Auto Owners Insurance, I can find the appropriate coverages so that you and your family can be better protected. Come see me, Audrey Sparks, to discuss what coverages are right for you or give me a call at 812-847-4798.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the local expert. Corey Motter knows Greene County inside and out with years of experience and a passion for helping you find your perfect property. Close it with Corey and make your real estate dreams a reality.
Well, you got to give credit to Shakamak. Got down early.
Coach Van Evener talking with the referee about how long he was trying to get a timeout, I think, but they were able to get that ironed out. Miners with the ball on the right side. J.C. Archer now to the left. Working with the left hand, dribbles to the corner. Olivia McKee coming out to the top. Addie. Sullivan. Aubrey to J.C. Archer. Audrey Sullivan again. Whipping the ball. They're being very patient. Working to get that good shot, Bren.
Yeah, I think most of it here comes to trying to get that good shot. And also, if you're patient like this, your defense starts to get tired, and then they'll start to get lazy, leaving you with more openings.
And you get that bunny inside because they get lazy.
The Lakers switch to a zone here. Looks like they're in a 2-3 zone. Archer with the left hand kicks it out. Sullivan. McKee set. Addie McKee with her fourth Walton Funeral Home service shot.
And that just drills if you're the defense.
There, tipped away. We're coming the other way. Addie's trying to pick the ball up. She does, gets the shot in, but she got fouled before the shot went up. She just couldn't get a handle on that ball. Did they not call a foul?
Yeah, they did. Number 5, Stone gets the foul. But
okay.
You work so hard defensively, chasing people, and then just like that, 3 points, and it just makes that useless. You feel it's useless.
Working at top, J.C. Archer on the right-hand side. Bella Franklin back to J.C. J.C. cuts in the zone, puts it up off the glass, and that's the physical nature of J.C. Archer in a nutshell, Bren. She went right in there.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to let him play because she took quite the shot going up.
Kennett on the left-hand side. Langford. Out to Stone. Drives on Franklin. Shot too hard. Bella pulls down the rebound. Miners up and running. Franklin kicks it in the corner to Addie McKee. Goes out on Sullivan. To the right side to Olivia McKee. Back to her sister, Addie, the tray on the way. Oh, my! Walton Funeral Service tray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them for Addie McKee.
And we got a foul on Shakamak, number 20.
Now, wait a minute. Did the shot not count?
Have they put it on the board? Yeah, they just put it on. So, and Addie going to the line, so this is a 4-point possibility?
Wow.
3.
We were so excited about the shot.
15 points for Addie McKee already. Free throw on the way, no good. That's about the only thing she's missed. Bella Franklin tries to run the ball down. She gets in between number 32, Bianca Hernandez, who couldn't pursue the ball, and it rolled out of bounds, and the Miners take possession. Franklin.
Well, since that timeout, Linton's been on fire.
Well, it's basically been Addie McKee.
Yeah.
But the good defense, well, there. Now Shakamak shows some good defense, and Bella Franklin's going to pick up the foul. Shakamak stealing the pass. Bella trying to get it back. Right now, Sam is checking back in. J.C. Archer's coming up. 3:38 to play in the first half. 25-12. Miners on top. Left side shot in the air, up and no good by Langford. Miners with a rebound. Sullivan. Across the timeline, looking to the right side to Addie McKee. She goes left to her twin sister, Olivia. Back to Sullivan. Sam trying to get open in the middle. She does not. She comes out. Sam on the right side. Now they get it inside. Franklin tries to go up with it. Boy, I'd like to see Sam take some of those shots out there. She just does not do it.
And you see they play off of her, too.
Nice drive in there by Sullivan, and she is hammered. She'll go to the line and shoot a pair.
That's another thing. I know we talk about JC, but Audrey's just as willing to get in there and take a hit from anybody.
You know, that's really true. With her size, you think that wouldn't be the case, but she's not afraid at all. She misses the first free throw. You think that has anything to do with having an older brother that you shot with and bounced off in the lane before shooting hoops?
I don't know. I was the oldest sibling, so I probably tormented mine too much, but.
Second free throw. She missed them both. That's unusual.
She's just a really hard worker, and she's dedicated, so.
Stone with the ball out on top. Sullivan will pick her up. She works to the left side to Langford. Now in the corner to Stone. Drives, kicks it back out to Langford. They go to the right side to Hill. Nice shot off the glass, a little too hard. Miners will come out with it. Addie McKee, head up, coming across the timeline. You heard the coach talk about that with dribbling, getting your head up when you're coming down the floor. And Miner girls seem to be very good at that. Looking for an opening somewhere.
Get a foul on number 12, Kennett.
I will say they were being a lot more physical earlier, and now they're calling some fouls that
Miners got 6. There we go. Olivia McKee's coming out
for a little more ticky-tack now all of a sudden.
Maybe they realized they need to tone it down a little bit. I don't know.
It was getting
Franklin.
pretty serious.
Bella kicks it out to Addie McKee. Trey on the way. Oh my! 3 more. 18 points for Addie McKee. Another Walton Funeral Home Service 3-pointer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them so far tonight.
4th assist.
And we're still in the first half.
From Franklin as well, dishing it out there.
Good point. Stone spins. Kicks it out. Now she gets the ball back. Working on the right side. Goes into Madeline Hill. Kicks it back out to Stone. Jumper. No good. Good hustle on the rebound by Hill. Gets it out to Kennett. Up off the glass. Good. It'll count. An and one for Madeline Kennett underneath the hoop. 28-12 on the Stanger home scoreboard with 1:45 remaining in the first half. And help me if I'm wrong on this, but is this first half going really fast?
Sure does seem like it. Not a lot of foul call, not a lot of time at the free throw line. They call that foul.
Sullivan getting a break.
I don't think there was a foul the entire first quarter.
Yeah.
There was not.
Good observation, Heather.
Olivia McKee came back in for Audrey.
Did she make that shot?
No.
The free throw?
Well, she must have. Is it? No, it's 14. That's right. Aaliyah Sam on the left to Franklin. McKee. Archer, who's checked back in, as Bryn pointed out. Shot out the glass, no good. Foul is called on Madeline Hill.
That was a forearm shiver to the head.
That made me cringe just watching it happen. I could feel the pain. So
JC kind of grabbing her shoulder.
Yeah, she took
Is that the one? I think that's the one that she kind of
heard earlier.
Earlier in the season.
As an old tight end, that was a tight end block across the middle if there ever was one.
Off the back iron, no good. She'll get another one.
Miners only 1 of 6 from the free throw line. So
I will say this, the Miners do not have a lot of depth for injury.
No.
They only go about 1 player deep. There's JC hits the second free throw. 4 points for Archer. Miners come out in a 3-quarter trap. Tip. They still come away with it, and then I didn't see a push there, but they do call a foul on Franklin, I believe.
It's going to be cold this year, so watch out for the ice. Make sure your vehicle is protected before the ice hits. Call Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance to melt your worries away.
The foul was on Aaliyah Sam instead of.
Thank you.
And
Heather, was there a special halftime thing going on tonight at the girls' game, too? Was there little girls?
My understanding it's the Biddy Ball cheerleader or the Biddy Ball basketball players are going to be. I don't really want to say performing at halftime, but they're going to be play at halftime.
That'll be kind of nice. Langford with the ball on the left-hand side. Kennett drive, a runner in the lane, and kind of a late whistle there, but going to the line is Madeline Kennett.
Nicole Archer, that looked like that. That looked like
7 points.
ball.
7 points so far for Kennett. Coach Van Evender talking to the referee there a little bit. Free throw on the way, good as gold for Madeline.
From the angle up here, I agree. It didn't look like she had made any contact with anything but the ball there. So
yeah, I didn't see
second free throw good.
I didn't see the body move, and I saw the ball definitely change direction. We got a timeout.
Timeout Lakers with 40 seconds remaining on the Stanger home scoreboard in the first half. 29-16 Linton.
Linton Sporting Goods serves Linton and surrounding counties with quality sporting goods and screen printing for over 25 years. They also specialize in embroidery and team sales, located at Highway 54 West in Linton. Stop by and visit this family and locally owned shop today. And I will say Monday is their last day open before they take a break for the Christmas holiday. So be sure to stop by and see them for your last-minute Christmas gifts. Also, Team Ortho Foot and Ankle Center is home to board-certified foot and ankle surgeon Dr. Matthew Parmenter, who has more than 35 years of experience treating patients across southern Indiana. For more information, call Team Ortho at 812-847-3381. Greene County General Hospital, our family caring for yours. Kevin?
We said at the same time, didn't we? That was good stereo. I'm saying that Coach might like playing first on Friday night if Addison's going to hit these threes like this.
Boy, no kidding.
Let's put us every Friday at 6 o'clock.
And, boy, she's putting on a show in front of it's not a capacity crowd, but it's getting there.
This is a good crowd.
People are still coming in the door.
Addie McKee to Bella Franklin. Back out to Addie on top. Yeah, people are going to be buzzing about Addie McKee after tonight's performance here. Sullivan starts the drive. Minor's going to try to play for one here. Archer back to Sullivan. Addie McKee to Olivia McKee. Sullivan. 3 seconds. 2. Got to get it in the air. Archer will take it. No, too long. It's 29-16 on the Stanger home scoreboard at intermission. This is Rader Media Sports.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
So this is grades 1 through 4 from the Shakamak Biddy basketball group. And Bryn, you were telling me a little bit about some of these members that you know from
volleyball and just knowing their parents and seeing a few of them around.
Look how little these are.
This is going to be adorable. I'll go over a little bit. We'll get the scoring out of the way so you can just enjoy this. The Shakamak Lakers had 7 points at the end of one quarter and then 16 at halftime. So they only came away with, 9 points in that second quarter. Langford coming away with 2, Stone with 2, Madeline Kennett with 2 shots from the field and a tray, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line for 9. Madeline Hill with 3, 1 tray. For 16 points at the intermission. For the Miners, try to hurry this along. 4 points for Audrey Sullivan, 4 for J.C. Archer, 18 for Addie McKee, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trays, and 3 for Olivia McKee for a total of 29
6
points.
of 8. So she's only missed 2.
Unbelievable. 4.
Usually if you hit 6 3-pointers, you've shot 13.
29-16. Now let's just enjoy this. Oh, that was close.
Well, there was one that just made 2 points a while ago. First shot off the glass.
Hey, she's doing a good job dribbling.
Oh,
Close. That was great.
This is really impressive for how tiny they are.
We don't have jerseys,
Whoa.
but we can describe them all as little girls with ponytails.
I like how some of them have the neon wrist warmers.
Yeah. It helps them pair up with who they're supposed to be guarding.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. I love when they take off running and they don't dribble the ball. See right there. It's just like, there.
They do it in the pros.
Love it.
They can carry it.
Yeah, this is like the NBA.
Yeah, they can do it.
There it is.
Oh.
There's senior cheerleader Ashlyn Tatlock and her father.
Starring in the halftime show.
I'm wondering if I can make a halftime run to get us some drinks.
Yes, you can. If you want to. I've got this.
Oh, you got one?
I'm nursing this, but if you want to go get something.
Anybody need anything?
I'm good. Thank you,
Nope,
though.
but go ahead. Got you covered.
I'm impressed with the dribbling.
I really
the ball control.
The defense is pretty good over here.
Defense is amazing.
Thank you.
So we have a comment here from Joey Kaiser that says, I believe the record is 8 3-pointers in a game set by Liv Robertson when she was in high school, and that would have been around 2010 to 2011. I'm not sure if it's been broken since then, but go Addie McKee.
I don't think so. Yeah, she's got 6 so far. That would be nice to see a record broken tonight. But more importantly for the Miners, I'm sure they would rather. Oh, we've got the substitute clear off the bench.
We also want to give a couple of shout-outs to those. As we always say, if you comment on our Facebook post, we would like to be able to mention you in the broadcast. Melody Thewis says, watching from home, sweet home with Papaw and baby Addie. JCD Gregory says, watching from home and go Miners. And then Joey says, Addie, Liv, Bella, and Abby, go Miners. So very, very excited to be able to bring you a little bit of this halftime action. We do want to provide you a few sponsor ads here while we have a few moments. Fish Monuments, located at 289 A Street Northeast, will meet with you to design your special cemetery monument. So whether you're pre-planning or have experienced the death of a loved one, please contact Fish Monuments in Linton or reach them by phone at 930-236-3002. Are you looking for TV or high-speed internet? Give Mike Morin a call at Midwest Satellite. He offers dish TV plans starting at $91.99 a month and T-Mobile high-speed internet for $60 a month. Call Midwest Satellite at 812-847-8848. Call Mike. He will treat you right.
And they're back at the substitutes off the bench are now in the ball game, making their best effort.
Let your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, Jathan Wright, help you think about insurance. Stop by the office, submit your information online, or give him a call at 812-798-2615. Call Brock Anderson for your home repair and building needs. With over 25 years of experience in the construction field, we strive to have you come home to quality. Call Brock at 812-798-5583, and he says, go Miners. March Madness Sand Hill Crane Festival is brought to you by Friends of Goose Pond in partnership with Goose Pond Fish and Wildlife Area. Kickoff is Friday, February 14th, easy to remember for Valentine's Day, and all day Saturday, February 15th, 2025 at Humphreys Park and Goose Pond Visitor Center. So visit them for more information at www.friendsofgoosepond.org. And Save-A-Lot, proud to be your hometown grocer. Save-A-Lot encourages you to switch to their brands and save. Download their app for rewards, super coupons to save on your favorites, or stop in every Wednesday, just like Kevin, and pick up a flyer to show exactly what all is on special. Remember to shop the dot and save a lot.
Shop the dot and save a lot.
And I do have, Kevin, a quick update here.
Okay. Shot. Oh.
Addison tied that record of 8 at Bloomfield last season, actually 2 seasons ago. I'm not sure who this is, who texted me. So if you're listening, please let us know that you sent that to us so we can give you credit. So it looks like Addison tied the record of 8 at Bloomfield 2 seasons ago. So if she gets another.
We've got the best viewers and listeners.
We do appreciate you letting us know, and feel free to check in with us as well.
Bren, do you remember that?
I do. Now that she
threes?
mentioned it, as we were talking about it, I was like, I feel like Addison has done it, or like she's either beat it or gotten close. But I do remember her tying it because it was a big deal on the bus ride home. I remember everyone was so excited for her. And I love Addison with my whole heart, so I know that made her really happy too.
We should also mention that Autumn Trace of Greene County is the perfect setting for seniors to call home. Seniors can live as independently as they wish while enjoying as much supportive care as they request in their daily lives from their 24-hour care staff. Call Jessica and her friendly staff at 812-699-4464 to schedule your tour. Come and find out why so many of your friends and neighbors have already picked Autumn Trace as their choice to age in place.
I'm going to bring Big D up to date. Our viewers are so wonderful. Addie McKee hit 8 3-pointers in a game last year, and Bryn now remembers that tied the school record. And so now,
that tied my niece.
Who is?
Olivia Robinson. She hit 8 against Shakamak.
We actually just mentioned that.
We said that.
Yeah,
and we should say special thanks to Dara Pilot, who was kind enough to send all that information to us in a text message, as well as
fantastic.
Joey Kaiser, who mentioned that that she had thought maybe that she had tied Liv Robinson.
I tell you what,
wow.
She's got a good opportunity.
And if Liv hit the 8 to make the record against Shakamak, it would just be cool for her to break that record against Shakamak. Which, I mean, if she's already at 6 right now,
yes,
she's at 6, and it's not even the second half. There's a really good chance.
Pretty good chance. By the way,
of course, the most important thing is just winning it. Records are
when I went down,
but they're meant to be broken.
Yep.
When I went down by the little girls down there, the blue team tried to recruit me. They didn't want me to score. They just wanted me to make room so that they could do layups.
I'm surprised they haven't come up here and tried to get Bren out there.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They would remember.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
They would remember her.
In her Purdue apparel?
Yeah.
Well, we should mention that, we're not going to ask you who you're rooting for tonight for Indiana University or
Notre Dame.
I will say that my heart is always with IU, but my bucket list is to watch a Notre Dame football game.
Well,
I'm a Notre Dame.
Well,
I'm a Notre Dame fan as well.
I've been to a Notre Dame game, so I got you on that one.
I'm gonna
I've
go
been to
IU.
one.
I'm gonna go to IU.
I would have let you go to the Purdue Notre Dame game with me, but Purdue got slaughtered, so it wasn't much of a game anyway.
My wallet went to IU 4 times, so I'm for IU.
4 kids.
I really thought when I first sent the first 3 that the 4th one would be free, but it didn't work out that way.
As a Purdue student, it would be cool to see IU win just because it's,
the Big Ten, and
But
I want them
whoever wins, I'll root for them for the rest of it. So.
I want them to. I want them to represent. It'd be. I mean, I'm a Notre Dame.
You want
guy
Indiana
too,
to be.
But you'd like for it to be a game instead of it. You don't want it to turn into a kind of the Ohio State.
But all that
thing.
snow and all that wind. Seeing those pictures today, I wonder how many people who bought tickets decided maybe it's time to flip those.
Yeah, when I went, they hadn't renovated it. It was against Michigan, and we were literally like,
what?
You got to go the guy next to you real well.
Huh?
And that game ended up in a 10-10 tie.
And the band is way over on the other side.
How are they so loud?
I give them props because, sometimes even in our gym it's hard to hear the band, and I think that they're probably pretty close to the size we have, and they're really, really well.
Really
they play together and they're really loud.
They are filling the room.
I really love listening to live bands, so this is making me happy.
Now we should mention to all of you that are watching, at the conclusion of this game, we will disconnect pretty quick. We will not be having a post-game show because, as mentioned in our Facebook post, the girls got a pre-game show, the boys will get a post-game show. So we're going to disconnect really quick, and then you will have to go on and go right back to the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network to click on to the boys. This is being done because this is a rule and a regulation of the IHSAA that you cannot have 2 games back-to-back in one broadcast. So we want to be, obviously we want to follow all of the rules, and as we always do, as you see on the screen, Shakamak is 16, Linton 29 on the Stenger Homes scoreboard. And we're getting ready to start the third quarter, which is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton. Call Allie Walton, Mary Beth Gerald, and Audrey Sparks to help you every step of the way. They are your key to the very best. Tell you what we need to broadcast is a battle of the bands.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
That's what they could add that to this event.
Bryn makes a real good point. The numbers are probably about the same, although I think the Linton band has gotten a lot better this year. I think they're doing really well.
I agree. I think this new band director has kind of moved things around where the
I'm
sound is more equal amongst the bands instead of just targeted in a few areas, because we were really low on brass my senior year.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously they have a bit more brass over there. But I think he's kind of moved kids around and gotten it to where rewrote some pieces, which was what oh my goodness, which was what Mr. Harness was trying to do.
Purdue freshman, folks.
English
Purdue
is really
freshman.
hard sometimes.
Stop.
But I do agree that they've gotten better.
What's really nice too is that, speaking of band directors, Mr. Jeff Mayfield has been just phenomenal and is wonderful to send us stuff kind of on a weekly basis as to what's going on and if he needs help kind of pushing some things out. He did tell us that the band concert that was held on December the 11th had 800 people in attendance.
Fantastic.
That's good.
Fantastic.
And said that was about twice the size of last year. So
J.C. Archer.
I was a drum major, was in the flags and played the drums, and I absolutely love hearing bands at every single ball game as possible.
I agree. I think it adds a whole new levels of the game. I agree.
That brings the excitement level up. Well, we saw a missed three-pointer by Archer. Barber brought it down, and Shakamak now trying to run their offense.
Kennett with the ball.
I will say, Bryn, that even though Kevin kind of just made a comment about Purdue freshmen, we love the fact that you check in with us and you give us kind of updates on what's going on in your world. And you seem to be very busy, not only with studies, but you're in a lot of different activities, and then you're working, obviously.
Bren knows what we think of her.
Oh, I know.
She knows
it's okay. I know you're poking fun because you're an IU family. It's okay.
Miner's getting ready to inbound the basketball here.
I will tell you, though, I have a lot of friends and family that graduated from Purdue, and
well, it's a great school.
That,
it's one of the premier schools in the country.
rivalry when IU and Purdue happens.
I don't know.
I get lots of text messages for about 2 weeks prior to that.
My dad, I'm sure he's probably watching, but he's a big IU guy, and he wore his Proud Purdue Dad shirt yesterday, and I was amazed.
Well, and I think I saw your mom wrote, she did a snap, and she showed that she's like, who's, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was a really cool picture because I know that she's a huge IU fan as well, and I know he's very proud of you. I know they both are. So
Stone with the ball, kicks it over to Hill, bounce pass to Langford. Now to Stone, nice drive, hits a cutter, but they lose control of the basketball. Archer trying to come up with the ball. I think J.C. Shoulder's better.
Yeah, she just about took that girl over her shoulders.
She just about put a WW, whatever that is, move on there, but.
Yeah, Kennett had driven the lane and lost the ball, and it looked like Archer was going to get it. Kennett got it back and then took a trip over the shoulder. Nobody has scored in the second half yet.
Nope, still with the ball out on top is Kennett. Back to Stone. Shot up, no good. The follow, no good. Little too far underneath there. Try a court length pass, no good. Pass incomplete.
It was a good look. She was trying to advance that ball, but sometimes it's really hard to execute those. So
I didn't see who threw it.
Bella Franklin tried to get it down there.
Miners now 6 turnovers to 9 for Shakamak.
Shakamak coming the other way. Nice feed on the left-hand side to Hill. She goes up with it. It's blocked. Blocked by Olivia McKee. And no foul call, but the ball goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Shakamak.
I really am proud of Liv because she has gotten so much tougher and grown so much as a player compared to last year. And you can see that when she has these matchups here.
Shakamak inbounds the ball. Shot up on the right-hand side by Kennett. No good, but they're going to call a foul. 2 shots.
Audrey kind of leaned into her there. So she's walking away with the foul.
And yeah, Kennett is 2 for 2 from the line.
That's number 3 on Sullivan, so you got to watch this. She's the ball controller.
Yeah. Good point. 3 fouls already. That free throw by Kennett is good. And that's the first points here of the second half. We're at about, 2:12. Without any points scored. And they hit the second one as well. 29-18 is our score, and that's going to be an over in the back. Oh, no, they say it was tipped.
Boy, I didn't see
so
that.
Sullivan coming back the other way. I didn't see that either. Archer with the ball. JC hands off to.
So it looks like they're running a box and 1.
Andre Sullivan.
They've got number 2 Langford one-on-one on Addison.
Well, I imagine they do now.
Everybody's in a zone behind. Oh, goodness. The forearm.
JC takes a tumble in the lane. Franklin. McKee, shot up, no good. That was Olivia McKee. We're coming the other way, sprinting the other way. It's Kennett. Coast to coast. Yes. Madeline Kennett with 4 points in the second half, and that's the only scoring we have in the second half. The Miners have yet to score. This is Rader Media Sports.
We use our sportsmen for everything around our property. Like plowing snow all winter. We can't wait to put it to work.
Since 1973, Linton Cycle Sales.
We take pride in our funeral homes and value the friendships we've made for over 100 years. It's those friendships that make us work hard to be the best. You have my personal guarantee that we will always strive to earn your trust.
Welcome back. 4:59 to play in quarter number 3. Which
Kevin,
brought to you by Key Associates of Linton. 29-20, Linton leading Shakamak.
This side of the stands is pretty full, the Linton side, and really Shakamak's side is getting pretty full up as well.
Olivia McKee to Addie on the right side. They're seeing quite a show. J.C. Archer wants to drive. Can't, gets tied up, loses the ball, it goes out of bounds. A little indecision, and they call it Shakamak ball.
Well, they'll let them play sometimes, and other times they won't let them play.
I know, I'm really confused with their criteria.
Yeah, you could see.
Langford on the fly, wants to go to Hill. It's picked away by Sullivan. Hill with the ball underneath, kicks it out. Kennett, left-hand side, Langford, yes, and it's a tray.
The Miners really need to communicate on their defense here.
7-0 run by Shakamak, 29-23 Miners by 6.
And that was a Walton Funeral Service.
Bella Franklin answers with her own Walton Funeral Service tray.
That was
her
huge.
First points of the ball game. And Miners' first score in the second half, and it comes with about 4 minutes remaining in this quarter. Shot on the right side, wide open shot, no good. They're going to let that ball go out of bounds. It was an attempt by Hernandez. And it was close, but it just would not fall. Sam coming in. They're going to get Sullivan out with that foul trouble.
Third foul, yeah. Let her sit maybe this last 3:55, but they need her kind of leadership at that point.
Sam bringing it across the timeline. Aaliyah can do a good job ball handling. She can over on the right side. She eyes it, doesn't pull the trigger though. Bella Franklin, no good. Sam with a rebound, but she's got to get the ball out. She does.
Great play.
McKee inside. Franklin moves around underneath and can't make it fall. Shakamak coming the other way. Nice trap over on the left corner. They're going to have to call a timeout. Great defense by the Miners. I think Coach Van Evender said, you know what? What we're doing is not working.
Right.
3:24 remaining here in the third quarter. It's 32-23 on the Stangerholm scoreboard. The Miners leading Shakamak.
We want to remind everyone that we're going to read a few of our Miner Pride sponsors here. The grill is a Linton tradition that has lasted over 100 years and in the same family for the last 40. Open 7 days a week with steak night every Friday and Saturday night. You may dine in or carry out, just like Kevin and I did for lunch.
Oh, you're kidding me.
At this
cheeseburger,
eatery, grilled cheese,
extra pickles.
At this eatery located in the heart of downtown Linton. Is your family protected? Contact Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Alicia Cornelius to discuss your auto, home, farm, life, or business needs. It's not just about protecting my family. She says, let me help protect yours too. Proudly serving Indiana. Call 812-582-8941 to speak to Alicia, one agent for all your insurance needs. Kevin?
Go ahead.
Do they have a triple cheeseburger by chance there?
You know, I don't know.
Yes, they do.
I don't get that carried away.
Man.
They do. I get the grilled cheeseburger. It's like a grilled cheese with a burger patty in between. It's the best.
Oh, man.
It would be a food coma for me. I'd be out for a week if I ate a triple decker.
Oh, a triple would, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Shakamak coming up with the ball. They've really shown some moxie here in this third quarter. Stone with the ball out on top. Looking to the left side. Kennett puts the ball on the floor, starts to dribble to the lane and kicks it out. Kennett gets it back. Kennett's been really good tonight.
She has.
For Shakamak. She had 9 points at the intermission. Add 4 to that in the second half. 13 points. There's a great tray by Madeline Hill, her second tray of the ball game for 6 points. A Walton Funeral Homes 3-point shot. 32-26. The Miners' lead is down now to 6. Right side, Franklin. Cross court, Sam. Archer. JC out on top, wants to drive, kicks it out to Sam. Pass over, Olivia McKee off the back iron, no good. Archer with a rebound. She'll take it back up. Shot won't go, but she'll go to the line and shoot 2.
2 big offensive boards the last 2 series. The Miners they've not. Oh yeah, we have scored.
I've said it probably every game that I've been with you guys on, but I'll say it again. I really, really, really want to see the Miners kind of put a body into somebody on these rebounds because JC just pulled that one down, yes, but there's multiple that or the Miners could have had if they would have just made space for themselves and really tried to secure that ball.
Second free throw. Boy, she missed them both. JC Archer missed them both. And it's still 32-26, 6-point ball game. Shot up no good. Hill with a rebound. But McKee ties her up and Olivia won't let go. Jump ball. We'll see what the magic box says. It is Miner basketball.
Nice effort by the Miner. I believe that was Olivia.
It was.
That was some serious wrestling for the ball.
She would not let go, which was what you got to do. It's tough. Addie McKee to Archer. Archer looking for a cutter. She finds one. And Olivia McKee back out on top to Sam.
And this box and one has
Sam to Archer.
Has worked wonders for Shakamak.
I don't know if the broadcast can hear, but you can hear Shakamak talking on defense.
Olivia McKee's shot no good.
I think that's something that the Miners need to do as
Shakamak off and running, maybe a little too fast. They lose the ball. Stone coming around with it. A right-hand side tray on the way, and it's good by guess who? Madeline Kennett. 16 points for Kennett.
That's a Walton Funeral 3-point shot.
Shot by Sam is off no good from the baseline. 32-29. Coast to coast. Shot blocked by Archer. And now when the ball comes down, it lands on the player out of bounds. So whose ball is it? Shakamak player was laying out of bounds. It should be Miner ball. Yeah, that's right. That hardly ever happens. But Archer blocked the ball, and it went right down on a Shakamak ball player who was laying out of bounds.
And there was a lot of contact going up on that as well.
Addie McKee coming down with the ball. It's about the first time she's been able to touch it in the second half. If you're just joining us, she had 6 threes in the first half. We believe the school record is 8. Oh, I thought she was going to pull the trigger there, but she did not.
Great job defensively by Langford.
Out on top to Sam. Right side, Franklin. Bella driving. She's being pushed. What do they call?
They call a body.
Kind of getting bodied up, running on the baseline there, and she ran out of territory. And they could have called her out, or they could have called the foul, and they elected to call the foul.
Second foul on Kennett. They can't afford to have her in foul trouble. I got her with 18.
Well, if she has only 2, she's all right.
Yeah.
Sam with the ball.
Olivia missed JC wide open in the corner there on that inbound.
Looking on the right side to Sam. Olivia, bounce pass into Bella. Goes to Archer. Archer takes it right to the cup. Shot no good. Sam hustles for the rebound, but now she's trapped. Dribbles out of it. Gets it to Olivia McKee. Back to Addie.
See, those things don't show up on the scorecard. But
Archer wide open for the baseline. Shot up no good. Franklin with a hustle. Oh, a reverse layup by Bella Franklin. 5 for Bella.
Well, that's just what you were talking about, Bren.
34-29 on the Stanger Homes scoreboard. That's a lot like the JV game we saw last night.
Exactly.
Where it was one-sided for a while, but then the other team came back. Shakamak showing real fire here. Shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound by Hill, and she puts it right back in. 8 points for Madeline Hill. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Does she know how much time's left? Shot up, it will count, but no, off the back iron by Bella Franklin. At the end of 3, it's 34-31. We got a ball game, folks, and we got 8 minutes to decide it. This is Rader Media Sports.
At Crane Credit Union, you can expect a personalized experience from people committed to your financial well-being. When you visit one of our 18 branches across southern and central Indiana, you will be greeted by our team that is committed to supporting your financial needs, dreams, and possibilities through all the stages of your life. From youth and teen accounts where it pays to get A's, to auto and personal loans that are processed completely within your local branch. Your local staff can assist you with mortgage and home equity needs, and when the time is right, we can help you with your IRA retirement accounts. We will be with you every step of the way. Crane Credit Union, building relationships since 1955.
Welcome back. Big D has a chilling stat. Sorry, Heather, go ahead.
The Miners start is so strong, 66% first quarter, 57 a second. Down to 16.7 on that third quarter.
Wow, 67 down to 16%.
11% in the third. Transversely, Shakamak shot 75% from the three-pointer and 50% from the field.
That'll make a difference, Heather.
I was just going to say that I was enjoying watching the Shakamak cheer squad with the little mini Shakamak Lakers. So great job performance by all of them.
Shakamak will inbound the ball from the side. Stone, Lainey Stone with the ball. Gets it to Aubrey Langford. Back to Stone. 7 minutes, 50 seconds remaining here in this ball game. This fourth and final quarter brought to you by Key Associates of Linton.
Nice poke away.
Here the ball, jump ball on the floor there.
Oh, Linton's going to get it.
And it'll belong to Linton.
I will say Madeline Kennett plays very, very hard. Every single play, she is always giving it her all. And
16 in the game so far, Kenneth.
I think it's very impressive.
It is.
Well, she kept them in the game the first half, and now the other girls are stepping up as well.
Addie McKee with the ball, gets it back to Archer.
Number 44, Hill, has really shown out this second half, scoring and defense-wise.
She's been a real presence underneath that basket, that's for sure.
I agree.
Franklin on the left side to Archer. JC wants to go up with it, can't. They sagged on her.
Oh, man.
Sullivan with a shot up off the glass, no good. Shakamak coming back. They're only trailing by 3. They're going right to the hoop. Guess who? Kennett, a runner, no good, out of bounds. It should belong to the Lakers. It does.
Again, Kennett's shooting well. She's 6 of 8 from the field, so that's...
Boy, and she can go coast to coast.
Yeah.
I mean, she is versatile. She can do it all.
The Miners have had versatile scoring all year. You know, multiple girls can score. Tonight we're not seeing that at all.
Stone with a drive, fouled by Bella Franklin at the cup. She'll shoot 2. Stone with 2 points in this ball game, a shot from the field.
Now they're 4 or 5 from the free throw line. We're 2 of 9. That's 7 points off the boards for the Miners.
Stone, shot is good. She will get another one. She can make it a 1-point ball game. What a comeback. Miners on fire in the first half. They can't buy much offense here in the second. 2 shots, 2 free throws for Stone, 34-33. Miners by 1. Olivia McKee gets it to Addie. Addie McKee with 6 threes in the first half, but it's held scoreless in the second half. Bella Franklin wide open. Wants to take it in and draw the foul. See who it's going to be. Is it Kennett or is it Hill?
Looks like it's Kennett.
Gave it to Kennett.
And he's saying before the shot. Well,
so how many is that on Kennett?
That's 3 on her.
3.
And driving the lane, that was a good. Your 3-pointers aren't falling now, so make some action happen. Try to get some of these Lakers in foul trouble. Get to the line.
Well, it's one of those things where Addie McKee, she doesn't force things.
Yeah.
But I think they clearly need her offense right now. There's a shot from the tray from the corner, no good. McKee comes up with a rebound. Addie hustling, gets it to Sullivan. She spins to her right, kicks it back out to Addie, to a wide-open Archer. Trey, top of the key. Bingo! J.C. Archer, 7 points now. Gets her Walton Funeral Service 3-point shot. It's a big one, 37-33. 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Straight drive by Stone. Goes right to the well for 2 points. I think the pace is going to start picking up here. Sullivan with the ball. Franklin. Cross court, Archer. J.C. out to Bella. Back to Archer. She was tempted, but no. She is going to take it. Off the back iron,
nice,
no good.
Board.
Great board by Olivia McKee. Her 5th point of the night. 39-35 Miners on the Stanger home scoreboard. Out on top to Kennett. Left-hand side to Langford. Move to the left and then back to the right. In the lane, kicks it out. Shot up on the way by Stone. No good. Rebound is pulled down by Addie McKee. Sullivan. Nope. Ball tipped away. Coming the other way is Stone. No. Had a shot underneath the glass, and now Olivia McKee, I think, is fouled. And they're going to whistle the foul, I think, on Barber. Yeah, foul on Barber. Clara Barber picking up the foul. 5:02 to play.
4 on Barber. She's going to come out. Hernandez going to come in. I had the Miners with 7 offensive boards, and I think all of those have been very key to keeping us up by 4 points. Led to a couple of second chance points.
It's going to come right down to the wire. Archer. Bounce pass inside. Bella spins, fires, gets the roll. Bella's being more aggressive here in the second half.
I like to see her play like this.
I do too. I think that's give us some inside presence.
7 points. Boy, she just plays so hard on defense. And I'm always surprised that she's got energy for offense. Shot on the right side, up no good. Franklin with a rebound.
It almost makes Bella more of a threat.
Exactly.
Archer off the glass. It should be an and one. It will be. Boy, Archer skied and got cut at the legs and went down, but she shot the ball off the glass at the time and will step to the line for the 3-point possibility.
That's 4 on Kennett.
More importantly, that's foul number 4, 4:29 on the clock.
Madeline Kennett has been
JC was pretty smart with that one, trying to draw the foul on Kennett there.
Free throw, up and good. And the Miners have started to battle back now. Archer leading the way. 4:29 to play on the Stanger home scoreboard. 44-35 Miners by 9. This is Raider Media Sports.
City Linton employees are dedicated to providing the best and most reliable utility service, security, and safety for its families and students. As the new mayor, I agree with the sign, "You'll like Linton." But you'll really love our Miners.
Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
If you can't tell, we're back. And you know, we're sitting across the gym from the band. I think we're in a good location.
I can feel every note.
Yeah, I bet so.
And I love it.
In these bleachers, I can feel.
You bandmates. Now, were you in band too?
Yeah, I was
Well, he plays in
3
a
of
band.
4 from the band.
I was a trumpet player in high school.
I played the drums and the piano and the synthesizer and the cymbals and everything in percussion, and you just kind of don't forget that cadence.
Stone coming across the timeline. It's to Langford.
Defense is amped up a little bit for the Miners.
Back to Kennett.
Oh,
I'm not sure. Loose ball there. They get it off the floor. Sullivan tips it out of bounds. It'll belong. Oh, no. They're going to say, I thought Sullivan tipped it out, but Madeline Hill thought the same thing, but the referee said it's Linton ball, and the Lakers, understandably, are not happy.
4 minutes right on the clock.
Sullivan, who's been quiet tonight with 4 points, she's had some foul trouble. Tries to get it inside to Bella Franklin, and she's pushed from the back. Bella couldn't bring the ball in.
As a post player, I know the pain of getting that foul called on you.
Yeah.
But it's definitely something that a lot of people, or a lot of posts, tend to do. It's just
because most of the time the ref can't see it down underneath.
You could see Bella whole body get pushed forward. There's a strip.
There's a strip. We're coming the other way. Stone with the ball, wants to go coast to coast. Nope, kicks it out. Shot on the way, no good. Long rebound, and she steps. Oh no, traveling. I'm going to say she stepped on the end line, but it was a travel.
Some big turnovers by Shakamak. These shots were falling in the third quarter. They're not falling now.
Well, the Miners are at 9. They kind of been stuck there a little bit. They kind of need a double-digit cushion, I think, here.
One thing the Miners...
Sullivan, runner, no good. Rebound, Archer.
Go ahead, Bryn.
Saying one thing the Miners are doing well is now they're trying to penetrate that paint.
Exactly.
So now they're getting more looks. And another thing is
short
with
shot.
Shakamak's longer shots, the rebounds are going to be longer.
Right. That's a great point. And a lot of those have been going right back to the Lakers when they're following their shots. But right now, Madeline Hill is going to the line. She'll have a pair.
I think Brent hit her on the nose. Driving the lane is, A, giving you some shots, but B, they come over to help, and that leaves that backside defender with the board and the easy putback.
Shot up, no good.
You know, one thing that we heard when we came over here, I came over on, I guess it was Wednesday, to do a media walkthrough, and I took a picture just of the floor, and I got a lot of people talking about this is the first year for the new floor.
Hill,
and,
it's the second one.
It's phenomenal. It looks great. I know that they took a number of pieces from the floor and they sold it kind of as a fundraiser, and it looks tremendous. The sound system in here is tremendous.
Archer, no good. Turnaround jumper on the baseline.
I do like that they kept the S from the floor and they put it on the wall over there.
Yes, they did.
Kind of reminds me of Assembly Hall a little bit.
Yes, it does.
Shakamak working the ball around the perimeter. Stone kicks it out. Stone gets the ball back. Drives, has the ball tipped away. Archer coming the other way. Miners with a 3-2 break. Bella Franklin. Olivia McKee. Sullivan with a tray on the way. No good. Rebound. Lanny Stone. Coast to coast. Off the glass, no, but she draws the foul, and it's on guess who? Sullivan. That's 4.
I believe so.
And she's going right to the sideline.
Yep. She's not really been able to get on her game.
Well, she's just talking to the coach. I thought they were going to pull her out. They are not. There's a free throw on the way by Stone. It's good. 7 points for Lanny Stone. She'll get another.
You talk about how there's a number of athletes that are multi-sport athletes, and Stone is just one of those. She runs track, she plays volleyball, and basketball. Very athletic, as is her sister.
And Laney's very involved as well, and I think that's what really makes a student athlete so important.
Uh-oh.
They try to go in, and they sag in on Addie McKee. Look at 3 Lakers around her. And if she touches the ball, they are all over her.
They've done a great job.
And she's not scored in the second half.
I don't think she's been able to do anything. 1 3-point attempt in the second half.
18 at intermission and scoreless in the second half. But the Miners also have an 8-point lead with under 2 minutes to play. There's a foul. I think they called it on Bella Franklin.
No, they call it on 20.
Oh, it's called on Barber, Clara Barber. And isn't that 5 on Clara?
Yeah.
5 fouls on Clara Barber. She will head out. And so I think we've got a timeout with 1:57 to play in the ball game. 46-38. Miners leading by 8 on the Stanger home scoreboard. This is Rader Media Sports.
At Violet & Company, we love assisting each of you in all of life's special moments. We are a locally owned floral shop at 69 North Main Street in downtown Linton. Contact us at 812-847-3208 to purchase your arrangement for any special occasion or stop in for that perfect gift. Stay in touch with us on Facebook under Violet & Company for upcoming events and to see our latest creations. We encourage you to live life in full bloom.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. The grill is open 7 days a week with a large menu featuring daily specials. Dine in or carry out your favorites for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Located in downtown Linton, this family-owned business has something for everyone, and it's a perfect season for camping. Give Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Assurance a call to get the best protection for your camper.
Now, Heather, are there special instructions as far as once this game is over?
Once this game is over, you're going to essentially disconnect from this broadcast because, as a reminder, we're not going to have any post-game show because we're going to have to essentially flip to get to the other broadcast. So you'll disconnect, and then you'll find and I can tell you exactly what it says. It's going to say Linton-Stockton at Shakamak 2024 Varsity Boys Basketball, and you'll go ahead and join that rather. And then at the end of that boys broadcast, we will be doing a complete wrap-up post-game show for both games.
Shot up no good by Stone, but she'll go to the line. She is 4 for 4 from the line. 2, 4, 6, 8 points total on the night. She'll get 2 more.
Now Archer thought she got the ball, and she just not. That's going to be 3 on her. And Stone is lights out at the free throw line.
Yep, she's automatic, isn't she?
Big D, you got your stats ready for to wrap up this game pretty quick when we...
Oh, that's the glory of the computer.
There we go.
Her second free throw is good again, so we will have those stats in the postgame show, but as Heather says, we will not be on for long. Olivia McKee will go right to the boys' game. Sullivan driving, cut off, gets it back to Franklin. Franklin spins around and goes to Addie McKee. Back to Sullivan. Looks like they're kind of waiting to get fouled here.
Yeah.
Go to Franklin.
The thing that's so interesting
Sullivan.
I want to point out is that since Coach Dow was on the Linton coaching staff, he knows all of what Coach Van Dievender's wanting to do.
He also would probably know who to foul, you would think.
And vice versa for Coach Van Dievender.
And it's, you got to think about it, too, that he coached, obviously, his last coaching job at Linton was that of Audrey Sullivan and J.C. Archer, as well as Marley Rimmel that's down there, so Maggie Ballas. So
he knows their ins and outs, and he knows what their weaknesses and what their strengths are. So
1:03 to play in this ball game. 46-40. Miners leading by 6. Varsity girls basketball, followed by varsity boys in a special doubleheader on this Friday night.
Now it is right now currently 7:19. I've got the broadcast. I keep pushing the boys back to 7:30. So I'm going to kind of watch this pretty close, and we're going to see how quickly we can run down some stats. Big D, you want to go ahead and maybe just summarize really quick some stats? Because
well, we can look at the boards. Isabella Francabella with four assists, and she has 3 boards. The big board person has been Archer with 5, and 8 offensive and 10 defensive with the Miners. That's 18. They've had 20, so they've been good on their boards with, as you'd expect, Hill with 5, Stone with 5, Barber with 4. The 2 big offensive weapons have been Addison McKee, obviously right now with 18, and 18 from Madeline Kennett. But Stone has 10 for Shakamak, and Archer has 12 for the Miners to kind of step up.
Sullivan
coming to the line.
Step into the line, right. This will be her first opportunity to score here in the second half. She has 4. She's 0 for 2 from the line. Got the shooter's roll on that one. 5 for Audrey. Second free throw on the way. In and out. But what hustle by McKee to get that ball. She throws it out to her twin sister, Addie, who hands it to Bella Franklin. Another possession for the Miners. Archer. They got to figure out who they want to foul here with 50 seconds remaining in the ball game. Miners leading 47-40 on the Stanger home scoreboard. Sullivan trapped. Gets it to Franklin. There. Oh, she's bailed out because that ball hit on the over the half court line. But they say she was fouled, and will Bella go to the line? Looks like it.
That's probably the only, 4 of 12 shooting from free throw is going to be something that could cost them in a close contest. Now, they seem like they hit a lot of those.
They have shot pretty much really well from the line this year. Oh, that one will not fall. I'm jinxing them. Bella will get another one. She has 7 points on the night. Second one rims away. No good. We're coming the other way. It's Kennett. Can't go coast to coast. Franklin's going right with her. The ball, loose ball. I think it might have been kicked, but I couldn't tell.
Looked like it.
Franklin coming the other way, and I think she thought she got her hair grabbed there.
No, I think Bella just made a face because she just got smacked in the back by 2 fully open hands by Hill.
So Bella Franklin will go to the line. She's right back where she was. 0 for 2 from the line. 28 ticks remaining in the ball game. 47-40. And they cannot hit a free throw. She'll get another one. 7 points is still doable in 28 seconds. There's a nice one with 8 for Bella. 48-40. 25 seconds remaining.
She's got to shoot it.
Kennett, no good. Out of there. Ball goes out of bounds. What are they going to say? It's going to belong to the Miners. Boy, it's turned into a hard-fought game in this second half.
It has been physical all game long. A lot of
Addie McKee trying to run up the floor, and she's fouled by Langford, so that will put Addie to the line for the first chance to score here in the second half.
Going to draw this into this game out. Well, this could be Addie's chance to finally get on the board. I think we had the odds probably 90% that she was going to break that three-point record.
Yeah, 0 for 1 from the line. But she nails that one. She's a gamer. Got another one to come. 19 points now for Addie. Second one is short. 49-40. 15 seconds remaining in the ball game. Shot up, no good off the back iron. Addie McKee comes up with a rebound. Going to take it across the timeline. 3, 2, 1. The Miner girls will win it 49-40 over the Shakamak Lakers in the first game of a doubleheader. The boys' varsity game is yet to come.
So we're going to do real quick stats here. I need about 2 minutes.
Big D, you want to start and I'll total these up?
I can certainly do so. You want to just do the scoring? Or
Yeah, just do that.
Okay. Well, I got Addison McKee, obviously, with 19 points for the Miners. She had a lot of that in the first half, 6 of 8 3-point wise. Backing her up is going to be J.C. Archer with 12, 8 from Bella Franklin, 5 from Audrey Sullivan, and 5 from Olivia McKee. That's going to be 49 points for the Miners. Standouts on the board-wise, I think I already ran them down. 5 boards from Archer. Let's go to the scoring for Shakamak, 40 points. They had a 15-point third quarter, got them back in the contest. 18 points from Madeline Kennett. She was 6 of 10 from the field, 4 or 5 from the line. 10 points from Lainey Stone. Other than that, it was 9 from Madeline Hill, number 44, physical on the inside, and 3 points from Aubrey Langford. Just 4 Lakers are going to score. And board-wise, again, 6 from Kennett. And really, that's about as quick I can give you. Miners with 36% from three-pointers, 33 from the free throw, 45 altogether from the field. Shakamak was hurt by a poor start, ended up with 32% shooting, only 25 from the three-point range, 5 of 20, but they were pretty good at the line, 11 to 13 for 65. Miners going to come away with a hard-fought victory.
All right, one thing I'll add, Addie McKee had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trays in the first half, but only scored 1 point in the second half. Lakers did a good job, but the Lakers will lose this one, 49-40. The Miners on top. Heather?
So we're going to go ahead and disconnect from this game. And as a reminder, watch the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network. We'll be right back with boys action. This has been a production of Rader Media Sport.